Modern Warfare 2, Wardriving, Spec Ops level. Playing co-op, veteran difficulty. There's no time limit on this level, but this is one of the more challenging ones because it's actually pretty long. The idea here is that there's 3 houses that you have to collect the intel from on this street, on this suburban street, and you have to... It's similar to that one level on the single player where you have to protect the intel as you're downloading it, or else it'll get shot up and you have to restart. Mm-hmm. But actually on this, when you when the intel gets shot up, you don't fail, you just have to restart the download. So it's not as challenging, but this is still a tough level because there's a lot of guys. You also get to use the Warthog, or I don't remember what thing.
Oh, the Warthog.
Right, the vehicle that's like patrolling the street by pressing right on the D-pad and aiming it at a building or some enemies or whatever, and they'll kind of like cover an area for you.
So you don't get in it?
No, you kind of control it like by just when you turn on a laser basically and you point it where to shoot. And then you pull the trigger and that kind of like targets an area for your buddy.
Cool.
And as far as I know, you can't get that thing killed. It's hard to tell sometimes how much damage it's actually doing, the vehicle, but I don't know. It seems to help a little bit. This building can be tough to clear out. Make sure that everything, like everyone in this room, is dead before you start the download. You'll also want to set up a bunch of claymores around the area before you start the download. I set up a bunch of them out this window, and my co-op partner on this is setting up a bunch in the front door and on the entrance that we came through originally. The guys are going to be swarming through on every single door on this house now that the download's gone. And you're most likely going to have to get through this without sitting too close to your partner because this is a pretty tough part. This first one is the hardest one, I think, fortunately, to live through.
Goddamn downloads.
Yeah. Files copy. Just take the hard drive.
This is a nice house. They should have fast internet. Come on.
Wired Ethernet in every home. Or in every room.
So I let me know when I can talk about nothing for a while.
Anytime. I'll just interrupt you when I have something really important to say. I guess right now, I found sitting behind this counter right here is a really good place for one person to chill, and one person hanging out by the other entrance that we came through originally is a really effective way of taking out the enemies.
Nice. So I had this really kind of weird thought just now.
Okay.
Like, I saw that nice suburban house, and I was thinking, what if the Russian government made a game where you play as like a Russian badass and you infiltrate Mactivision Blizzard.
Mactivision Blizzard?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Activision Blizzard.
Mactivision.
And you go in. It's a fictional place in America, in any town, USA.
Got it.
And you just go in and you just lay waste to, all the developers just working at their computers.
Quick note, if you're running out of ammo, there are some ammo boxes spread throughout this level, which can be very helpful sometimes. Anyway, so, I don't know. I don't think... Wow, I was getting shot in the back by my teammate there. Almost got killed. I don't know. I don't think they're that spiteful.
No, I'm not talking about Russians being spiteful. I'm just thinking about what would Activision think about that.
What would Activision do?
Would they play, like, killing themselves? Actually, that'd be kind of cool.
I think a lot of kids get suspended from school for... There have been stories of kids getting suspended from school for recreating their school on, like, Counter-Strike. So... I don't know.
But this would be the Russians, so they're not going to get suspended.
They don't follow, high school rules.
No. They just make vodka.
Yeah, so this house is a little bit easier to clean out. There aren't nearly as many entrances, and you get a turret after you, or to help hold off this next wave of guys. There's also some guys upstairs that almost killed me, or did kill me.
Mm-hmm. But luckily you're playing co-op.
Right.
So you can cheat.
Right. Oh, and then he got killed too.
So you're gonna go get killed while he's...
Yeah, I'm gonna get killed.
While he's waiting for help.
Right after he saved me.
That's like something I would
Get
do.
a little crotch shot right there too. You want to get killed?
Yeah.
Trying to do it. Trying to go Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started the download. He's dropping off the turret in the front of the building. It's best to keep them kind of inside so they can't get grenades on the turret, because grenades kill them pretty quick. Now, you can move the turret after this house is cleared, but only the person who originally picked it up and set it down can move it.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's not realistic. Anyone can pick up a turret. Well, if it's realistic to pick up a turret.
Right, there you go. I found sitting behind the sink here again, like right by the download, is a good place. When I was playing this through the 2 times that we went through this part of the level, I don't think I ever saw anybody come through that garage that we originally came through. They all came through the front door area, which is also right in the path of where that car is sitting right out in front. So this one's really easy to defend.
So this is 2 of 3?
Yep, and after you get through this, I think he put the turret right there in that window, right where I was just sitting. There will be picture-in-picture on this as well, so.
Cool. You mean there is picture-in-picture?
Oh, there is picture-in-picture, right.
Just because you haven't done it doesn't mean...
The people listening now,
right.
It's the last step in actually editing, because it's kind of taxing on the computer to stream 2 raw files in this editing program, layered on top of each other. HD, exactly. The third house is pretty hard to clear out. Not that hard to defend, though. And it actually ended up being a lot harder than I anticipated to retreat back to the vehicle to end the level. Because we hadn't, like, completing this here was the first time that we completed this. So it ended up, like, we didn't know exactly what to do after we saved it the last time. But it worked out all right. We almost blew it at the very last second, though.
Well, we're about halfway through.
Yeah. Just keep spamming the laser, like whenever you get an opportunity, hitting right on that D-pad and just aiming it at an area where you think the car will be able to shoot. It doesn't always get inside the buildings very well, but it's really it's most effective at helping when you're defending.
I see.
But even though this last house has more defend spots than all the other places, because there's going to be people coming through the front door, sometimes upstairs, and through the back door, it's actually pretty easy to defend. I put all the claymores that I have out the back door, and I almost said Mr. Frags. Rebel Inc. Puts all of his out the front door, and there's a couple turrets as well. There's like at least 2, maybe a third that you get to use to defend this area. And the next video will be defending and retreating. So if you are looking for that, just skip to the next video.
This is Badger 1, standing by to engage your targets, over. Engaging house.
Changing mag! You're gonna be okay! Changing mag!
Badger 1 to Hunter 2. Target area suppressed. Solid copy. Engaging target. Badger 1 to Hunter 2. Target destroyed.
Planting Claymore! Planting Claymore! Planting Claymore! Planting Claymore! Placing Claymore! Planting Claymore! Placing Claymore! Planting Claymore! Planting Claymore!